2021 was a hell of a year for me, for you, for all of us. And I just want to take a few moments to just kind of do a recap. What happened in 2021? So, number one thing that happened is I got way more gray hair. For some of you that have met my father, he's got a full head of hair, all white. So I will become a silver fox eventually, and I'm just embracing it. There's no way around it. It is what it is. Something that's also new in my life is some of you have seen my boxing videos. I started boxing 6 months ago, do it 3 times a week, and I just fell in love with the movement, the sport, and also because of the health benefits. With boxing, there's a lot of endurance and cardio, which is good for your heart, good for your health. And that's what that's all about, is I just want to live longer now, right? I've got babies. I want to walk my daughter down the aisle. I'd love to meet the grandchildren if that's in their future. But in addition to boxing, I added Muay Thai, which is something that I've known about but never tried. And that is way, way cool. It's like as getting closer towards mixed martial arts. So I'm really liking the Muay Thai. It's just a different movements. It's amazing how if you shift your waist a certain way, you could swing your leg like a freaking baseball bat and generate massive amounts of power. And what's even more special is that both with the boxing and the Muay Thai, my 4-year-old daughter Ella loves it. So she's been going with me to some of those classes, and it's just really fun to see that side of her, because of course, being a girl dad, I want her to be strong and fearless and stay away from 18-year-old me. But that's a story for a different episode. In 2021, we went from working from home to being back in the office at full swing, and I'm so thankful for that. I can't believe we had so much. I can't believe for the longest time we were missing that human interaction. To give you an example, last week I saw one of our processors that I've known for many, many years, and because her position is now an at-home position, I don't get to see her in person. I see her through video calls that we do, and we had a branch meeting, so I saw her, I gave her a hug, and that felt so good. Her name is Debbie, and it just felt so good to have that human connection, human interaction with her. And now we're back in the office, which is good. And speaking of office, COVID definitely changed a few things for us. We have this huge, big, amazing office because that's where we're going to have underwriting and funding and processing and everybody in-house, which I loved. But then COVID happened, and that changed things for us, as it did for many, many companies. We've come to realize that underwriting, funding, and processing can be done. Those have become at-home positions. And the cool thing about it is that they're happy, they're more productive, and if they're happy and more productive, it just makes sense to allow that to continue. The downside is that now we've got this massive office space that is not necessary, so we're going to be moving offices back to original Kitsky office. So once that move happens, we'll let you know and give you the information on that. Also in 2021, the twins turned 1, Ellie and Jax. Can't believe they're already 1 year old. So fast how these things, this time just flies. It's like a movie's being played of your life, and there's no pausing. It just keeps going fast. A little bit of sad news. So in 2021, this year, my wife and I, we went through a miscarriage. We were trying to have more family, and it's such an emotional thing. I think from a man's perspective, I feel so helpless because there's really nothing I could say or do to make my wife feel better. It's just one of those things that is just so tough because it's, their bodies and it's just such an emotional thing. But Nadia's super strong, wants to try again, so we're gonna give that a shot. So when you can, say a prayer for us and see if we can have maybe one more baby. But for families out there that have gone through that, my heart is with you. It sucks, it sucks. I don't even know what to say, right? It's one of those tough, brutal things. But our prayers are with you, and I hope that you send some prayers our way for our family when it comes to that. Additionally, this year we grew the team a little bit more. Now we've got 7 people plus myself on the mortgage team, and it's really fun to see a lot of our younger talent learn the industry and expand on their knowledge and just having a good time with growing the team. So that's always great. And at the end, feeling thankful for everything. 2021 We will have helped over 500 families. I think it's gonna be like 530, something like that, that we helped, and that's just incredible. That's not a number that I ever shot for, but it's just a true honor that all these families have come back to us and give us the opportunity for their financing. And here's something really cool, is that now we're getting into like generations. So it's like we helped the parents, and now we're helping the parents' kids. So over time, as I've been in this for 16 years, it's pretty interesting to see that. Really fun to see how I met a first-time home buyer many years ago, and now they've got a successful and thriving business, and now they own 5 properties. So it's really cool to see that growth as well. But overall, thankful for 2021. I hope that 2021 was a better year for you, and I pray that 2022 will be an even better year for you, for me, and all of us.